Tibco provides you a set of talents. Okay, so every activity you do is grouped into one section called talent. Okay, for example, JDBC. Okay, so I need to call this is a JDBC connection. Okay, getting the database connection. Now I can call this is a resource. Okay, and all the other things shown over here are connections. Okay, activities. Sorry. So whether I need to execute a call procedure, whether I need to get a JDBC action in my business process, and whether I need to get a JDBC, whether I need to run a JDBC query, JDBC update, or a SQL direct. Okay, so these are all activities. Okay, and this JDBC is the palette. Okay, so they have grouped all the activities into one palette. Okay, I hope you got my point.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the basic. We will go through each and every tab later as we use. Okay. So for now, I think it's sufficient. Okay. So let us structurize our folder. Okay. So create a new folder. Let us define this folder as pro. I need to apply this one. Okay. Okay. I need to have a shared resources. So click one more folder. Okay. I will tell you what are the shared resources and other. For now, let us create. So basically, the processes folder will be used only for developing the processes. Okay. In Tibco process, basically there are two types. One is the starter process, and the other is a
What is the first one?
starter process.
Okay.
Okay. Let us create a new. Okay. So starter process and sub process. So starter process are the processes which will be looking for the external events. Okay, these events are waiting for the external events to happen so that it can trigger the other sub process in the project. Okay. So for example, let us take one scenario. I am creating a new process. So okay, I need to write it, add resource, process definition. Okay. So it creates a process definition. Let us create a so Basically, in every process you are having a start and end activity. Okay. So now this is a sub process because here there are start and end activity. Okay. So Tibco provides you a list of starter activities. So let us go through them. File, list files. Sorry, file folder. File folder is the starter activity. Okay. So if you see the activity symbol has been changed from start to file folder. So this I will give you a folder structure. Okay, over here I will select the like this. I will this activity will be monitoring a file system basically. Okay, so like this we are having several process starters. HTTP receiver. Okay. So every process will have only one process starter. Okay. Whether it is a start activity or whether it is any other process starter. HTTP receiver. Okay. So I am just showing you the things. What are the process starters? Okay, JMS queue. So like that we are having several process starters. This is a SOAP event source. Will be all the palettes may not contain a process starter. So like this we are having several process starters. Okay, I need to give a file name. Okay. I am picking the including existing files also. Okay. For all of these events, it will trigger. Okay. Like all for create events. When I create the file, right, it will trigger this process. When I modify that file, it will trigger this process. When I delete, it will trigger this process. So let us see what will happen. Okay, so this is called a transition. Okay, you need to. So the transition means from one activity, the execution step will move to other activity. So now what I am doing is that from file polar to start, I am having one transition. Every process should have at least one transition, that is from start to end. Okay, and the transitions can't go in circles. Okay, so for example, here I can have one more activity and I cannot have a transition back to this file puller again. Okay, it will throw error. Okay, I am saving it. Okay. So there is one validation button. Okay, just click on this. Okay, this will validate the project is whether syntactically correct or not. So we have 0 errors and 16 warnings. We can ignore the warnings. Okay, it is saying that all these items are not being used. So anyhow, there is no problem with this unused global variables. I will. Okay, let us. So I have developed this process. Go to the tester tab, click on the green button over here. We need to select that process. Okay, just click on the load selected. So now, once it has been grayed out, you will have the red button highlighted. Okay, so now let us go to that folder. Okay, and create one sample text. This process has been triggered, right? As soon as I create it. So for every activity, you will be having the configuration tab, and all the other tabs remaining, the type of the activity, it will depend. Okay. But you will have the configuration tab, output, error output as standard ones. Okay. So when I run them, depending upon the type of the thing. So for example, in this case, it has been successfully run. So I will don't have the error output. Okay, if there is a problem, I will have the error output. Now I will have the output. Okay. So in the output, we are having content and source. Okay. Content means it will show you in a pretty format. Okay. Source means it will look like this. Okay. So I can directly select thing or I can go over there. So let us see what it has given as the output. So the file information, right? The full name, file name, location where it is present. Okay. For this file for activity, we are having this size as 0 and everything like that. Okay. So now let us modify it. See, I got one more. This is a file polar sample.